All too often customers come to my office with their auto policy from another insurance company and ask me to beat the price. The question I ask is, do you know what you have now and what you're paying for? Frighteningly, an alarming number of them say I have no idea, no one has ever explained it to me. At this point it's time to stop and perform what I call the 3 E's, something I do with every client. Explain, educate, and empower them to make the correct, informed decision. You see, if the person doesn't know what coverages they have, or even what they're for, how can they know if it's adequate? There is simply too much information in an insurance policy to cover in one article, so in this one I will cover my pet peeve, uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. When looking at a deck page, the first page of your policy, you will see a list of different coverages. One of them is bodily injury liability, which covers a person if you hit them in an accident. For argument's sake, let's say it's $100,300. That covers the other passengers for $100,000 each, up to $300,000 per accident. This is fine coverage, and there's nothing wrong with it. Now if you look a little farther down the list of coverages, you'll see uninsured motorist bodily injury and underinsured bodily injury. This is what covers you and your family in an accident. Repeat that to yourself, this covers my family. Pretty important, right? I absolutely hate to see $100,300 for bodily injury liability and then see underinsured and uninsured motorist at a lower limit or even declined. In the state of Pennsylvania, the minimum coverage you need to be legal is $1,530 bodily injury liability. That means if someone hits you and you are injured, their insurance will only cover you for $15,000 with a max of $30,000 per accident. If you have a spouse and 2 small children like I do, $30,000 won't go very far. The chances of you being in an accident with someone uninsured or underinsured is about 1 in 5. Because of this, I always highly recommend to my customers, and everyone for that matter, to not use these 2 coverages when trying to save money. I would rather raise the deductibles on comprehensive and collision and drive around knowing my family isn't covered properly should someone hit us with no insurance. It's simply not worth the risk. So remember, bodily injury liability covers the other guy, uninsured and underinsured motorist covers you and your family. Share this video and subscribe for more interesting auto insurance tips.